but out of that entire move, it was 601 pips. What's up, y'all? Happy Sunday. I am moving slow today. My whole body hurts. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. So I am moving extremely slow today, but I wanted to make sure that I still took a look at the charts with you guys and reviewed just a couple things. Last week I did a markup. Not last week, I reviewed a markup for USD/JPY, and we were about halfway through the trade. And this week it played out, and so we went down to, I believe it was 138. Oh, we went lower than 138.9. We went to 137. So price moved in 2 weeks. And I'm not going to count below what I had anticipated. I thought we were going to 138.9. I thought that we would find support around there and we might see price start to make its way back up. But out of that entire move, it was 601 pips. So I'm going to show you a little bit of what I'm anticipating on not only USD/JPY, but also CAD/JPY and GBP/JPY. Someone commented, the problem with marking up all of these pairs is that, some of them are inverse, and how are you going to be able to take advantage of everything the market has to offer? And I actually see it as a benefit. When you know what's going on, you can maximize the opportunity to earn profits. So let's go over to the charts. I am going to pull up GBP/JPY, or actually I'm going to pull up USD/JPY and give you guys my thoughts around that. I'm curious how you guys are looking at the pair and what you're thinking and how you plan to trade it. All right, so I've got USD/JPY pulled up on the chart. I'm looking at it from the daily perspective. What you see highlighted in green is the current active fib. And so my thought process on this, price is sitting at a key level. It came down and touched the 618 retracement level, and I'm anticipating a move up, and I'm gonna share with you why as we move a little bit closer. Now, I've got my first target at the daily resistance, which is at 145.07. And the reason that I have it like that is because daily resistance is a pretty strong level. In between, we have 4-hour resistances. Now, although the matching extension is all the way at monthly resistance at 152.205, we first have to make it through this daily resistance. So that's target 1 for me. Now, I'm going to drill down just a little bit and show you, let me take this fib off and show you why my thought is that we may see price move. Bear with me, y'all. What happened to my settings? Oh, it's over here. They changed stuff around in this last update. I'm going to turn on so I can see, I can show y'all. I knew what was there, but I wanted to show y'all. So you got bullish morning stars at the daily level that looks to have formed a level of support. And what I explained to my group is that what I'm waiting to see, I'm going to go down to the hours so y'all can see it just a little more clearly. What I'm waiting to see, I'm going to deploy the fib, smart fib, is we've got a low and a high. We've broken through a trend line. And so what I'm waiting on right now is for price to come back, test this back of the trend line. And if I get a swing low to form, I'm taking the buy. Now, if you were looking for something shorter, like I've had a couple emails this week where people are like, it's taking 11 hours for my trades to play out. I want to be done in 4. Well, the theory of what you do is you just take it down to a lower time frame. So you don't have to take your trades off of a 4-hour markup or a daily markup. You could take a trade off a 1 hour. And a prime example is here. So once you break the trend line and get the backside retest, you would just take it up to this 140. Now you're going to get less pips than you would in the longer term move, but that's still 200 pips and you could be done for the week, right? So all you got to do is just break it down just a little bit further. You don't have to take your setups off the 4-hour, the daily. Go down as low as you want. The Fibonacci runs all the way down to, like, I've seen it work on the 5-minute. I like higher time frames just because it's a little bit more stable to me. But you could take it down like to the 15 and you'll see the sequence work. And that's simply because of fractals. Now, that's a whole nother topic to have a conversation about. But this is what I'm looking for. So if I get this low to form, if I get price to test the backside of this trend line, I'm jumping in for the buy. Where am I going to place my stop? The correct way. The correct way would be to place it below the A low. I may go tighter. We'll see, depending on what's going on in the market. Okay, so that's USD JPY. I want to take a look at GBP JPY, and then I want to mark up CAD JPY. So bear with me again. All right, don't look at my crazy looking charts. Let me get my life together. Some people be like, what is going on? You got a lot going on your charts. I know. I know, but it makes sense to me, and that's all that matters, right? Okay, so on the 4 hour, what I did was I deployed a fib from the low point. So I used Smart Trader Smart Fib, deployed the fib, and this is what was active. And so on the 4 hour, what did I just do? I don't know where I moved that from. Oh, Lord. Okay. So on the 4 hour, what we had was our A low, our B high, our less than 23.6 pullback, and then price came up against daily resistance, which also happened to be the 118127D extension. And so we see that price came back for a deeper retracement and found support. I'm going to get rid of this green line because I don't know why that's there. Found support at the 50% fib level. And then we had a trend line break. I'm going to say this can't be my trend line. I don't like thick, dark. Okay. All right. So price broke through this trend line. So we had an A low, a B high, price pulled back to the 618. And so now the D extension, I think I figured out where that line came from. The D extension on the 4 hour is here, right? So let me change this over. Now, my bias though, for real, is I'm thinking we're going to see price go up at least to this daily resistance here. If we can break through daily resistance at 183.70, 183.90 to finish out the sequence on the higher time frame, the take profit is up here. And so I put my take profit before the daily resistance because I always move in just a little bit closer. What's a couple pips? I do at least 8 to 10 pips to make sure that I don't miss my take profit, because the worst thing ever is to have a trade on point and then miss the take profit by, a pip or two. So what I think we're going to see here is we are going to see the same backside retest. And I know that's not the most perfect drawing. And then see price start to move to the upside. Long term, I'm thinking 186. But short term, we got to make it through these levels first. So the first stop, my mind, is 182. And so if price retraces back to this level, you're looking at 150 pips on the shorter term. And overall, 500 pips to the upside. So we'll see how that plays out. I mean, there is possibility that price could retrace deeper, but what's making this decision in my mind, for me, is that we're on a 4 hour chart and we've had price break through that trend line. So that's what I'm looking for there. I'm going to turn on my formations on this one too. Now, if you are not using Smart Trader, I strongly suggest that you take a look at it. It's underrated. I love it now. I didn't at first just because I came over from TradingView. And so you got to get used to the way that it moves and it feels. But ultimately, I think it has helped to change my trading game. So check it out. That's my thoughts on GBP JPY. And then I want to take a look at CAD JPY. So we're going to mark this up from start to finish. I start off on the monthly and then I work my way down. So I am going to go through that process. And what I'm looking for on each time frame is going to be the key levels of support and resistance. And so that's what I'm doing. Ooh, Y'all, I just stretched my chest, and Lord have mercy. This is something, my body is in shock, okay? Like, what are you doing to me, and why? Why are you doing this to me? Oh, the price to be healthy, right? All right, so that's the monthly. Let me go down to the weekly now that I've done the monthly. Where is my formations on the monthly? Did I tell it all of the? Okay. All right, so now I'm going to do the same thing on the weekly. And I see a few things going on. Now, technically, the system will not recognize this as a high yet because this has not closed out, this candle from last week. But when the system opens, this will. Okay, we got a level of support there. And let me just see. I think I got enough levels, but let's see. That's 2. All right. Now, if you're wondering, like, what the heck is she looking at? How does she know where to be marking up the chart at? I give you the breakdown in the no-cost mini course. You can take a look at it there. And get more information and insight as to my approach to the market. I'm a heavily based technical trader, and so Fibonacci is like my thing. And what I do is I combine it with key levels of support and resistance, trend lines to come up with my outlook and analysis on certain pairs, or all the pairs really. I just don't trade gold, silver, or oil. I don't trade indices right now. Leave it up to my cousin. I might be singing a different tune in about 6 months or so. So, all right. So now that I've done the daily, let me see what we got going on. Oh, I got another level here. Now, what I didn't show you is with Smart Trader, you can turn on your smart support, smart resistance, and you can see if the levels that you chose were correct. I missed a couple, and actually just 2. And you don't need more than 5. So I know people have emailed like, why do you have so many lines on your chart? That's because I have a higher level plan. But you could just start out with 5. Truthfully, that's all you really need. All right. So now I'm going to go down to the 4 hour and let's break it on down. Let me change this to gray. And nope. Yep. Then we got another one here, another level here. All right. And then, oh wait, I'm missing a couple levels. There's one here and then another here. Okay, so, I got one more. All right, now that I've done that, I am going to go back to the monthly. Now I'm going to deploy my fibs. So the trend has clearly been up for the last 3 years. The yen has been weak against the Canadian dollar. So we have our A low, our B high. Price formed a level of monthly support here. And so theoretically, off of the monthly, if we are bullish, the extension to the upside is at 126, which is a long way from where price is now. And so that means that if this were to play out, that would take a long time to happen. So we want to drill down, see what can we get into now, right? And so I just want to show you the function of the smart fib. And what I'm doing, I'm trying to get to the lowest part of the chart to show you. So I go up here, I grab my smart Fibonacci tool, I click below the last low, it deploys. There's no background, not active. So I go to the next low, nothing, got it. All right, then I go to the next low. If I can, you got to line it up too, because if you don't line it up, it's not going to deploy correctly. Okay, so that's finished out. And then I'm gonna go to the current low right here, right? So this is the active fib. What we have going on a shorter time frame is a low, B high, shallow retracement, price stalled out at month and formed monthly resistance and a double top up here. And then retrace lower to the 50% fib line. And so my bias based on the weekly chart is to the upside because this sequence has not finished playing out, right? So now what I'm going to do is drill down even further. Let me go down to the daily. I'm interested in this leg. What's happening here? So I'm going to click below the last low on this leg. And bam. All right. So look at that, right? We identified this level on the weekly, that green level at 114.31 as the take profit. And of the active fib, you'll see A low, B high. Price is sitting at a 4-hour support level, which also is a 618 level. And the matching D extension falls right in line with where we said on the weekly in order for this fib to complete and play out, right? So what I'd be looking for, if I'm taking my trade off the daily, I'm bullish, right? There is potential for price to come a little bit lower, but let me take a look. Let me see. So I'm going to delete that. I'm going to go down to the 4-hour because I want to see a couple things. I am going to. Okay. So what I'm looking at here, I wanted to see if price hit a D extension, and it did. So when I say that, this is the D extension right here. You see price hit it over here, found support. It looks like on this 4-hour level. So what I want to do now, I'm going to break it down even further. I'm going to grab my smart trend line. This is why I love Smart Trader. It does most of the work for you. I like to use it as a source to check to make sure that what I'm doing is correct. Rather than letting it do the work for me. Because you never know what can happen, right? Technology. One day it's working, one day it's not. If you want to try Smart Trader out, you can by clicking the link in the video description. You can get it for 30 days. And try out most of the tools in here to see if it's something you want to invest in. I would say if you're serious about trading, you need a paid account. I personally like it better for what I'm doing because I need to be as correct as possible because I don't sit at the computer. I am a swing trader, not a scalper or a short-term trader. And so I need my numbers right. I'm trying to check my trend line right now, y'all. And it will not give me this one. I wonder why. I might not be putting it in the right place. But my bias is going to be to the upside on this. With potential. There may be potential to the downside. Let me go down a time frame. And let me change this because I need to see the difference between mine and theirs. So let's get rid of this. And actually, let me move my trend line out just a smidget. Ooh, Lord. Oh, y'all, I'm lifting free weights and doing chest press. Oh, I have no idea how. Whoever does this for real, hats off to y'all because my body is broke down. Okay. I'm like, it's in shock. Okay, so that was right. Let me move it out just a little bit. So what I was trying to get was this line right here to see if we got an inner trend line break, and we did. And so I'm going to go back up to the hour, and I'm going to deploy my fib because what we're looking for now, we got the bullish break to the upside, right? It looks like we're getting a backside retest. If price does find support here, which technically it has, it's formed a low. So if I was to take out my smart support, this is a low, right? And so my first stop, short term, let's say I don't want to stay in the trade forever and a day, My first stop is here. And so how many pips is this? 110. But the long-term opportunity is great, right? It's to 114. So this is what I mean when I say, okay, I'm bullish for the next, what is that, 400 pips? Or no, 1,000. Lord have mercy. Yeah, almost 1,000 pips. I'm bullish for the next 1,000 pips. As long as this area, this 4-hour level of support holds, I'm bullish, right? As long as it holds, I'm looking for buys. And right now, it looks like that's what we got going on here. And so you could trade the reversals in between, but I'm taking buys all the way up, right? Or I'm holding for 500 pips and then holding for another 500 pips, or however it works out. But my sentiment is to the upside on XXXJPY. So on this pair, I'm looking for price ultimately to end at 114. Let me go down to the lower time frame. Draw out. I think this is a great place to potentially enter. You get low risk for great reward. Why this didn't do it? What did I just change? Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. I'm like, what am I doing? It turned red. Okay. Yep. So if you were looking at taking this, I think this would be a great point of entry. Your first take profit 106, and then just continue to move up. So that's my bias. Let me know what y'all think. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Why? Are you getting active in any of these trades? And if so, you taking the buy or the sell? Let me know in the comments. And then if you're looking for a group of individuals in order to, I'm sorry, I'm trying to walk and chew gum at the same time, and it's not working all too well for me right now. Let me finish what I was doing. All right. So short term, that's the move that I see. But if you're looking for a group of like-minded individuals and you want no fluff, no hype, you just want real information about trading, make sure that you click the link in the bio that says join my no cost forex Facebook mastermind group. We'd love to have you, and I will see y'all relatively soon. I hope you have a great week, and I wish you a whole lot of pips. Bye.